Okay, round 2 of the Unlegendary tournament against Beebles. I don't know what he's playing. I have no idea. Probably zombies. Everyone loves zombies. Though, dinosaurs are also quite popular. So, who knows? If he's playing the mobility up zombies, well, I was gonna play the mobility deck today, but I didn't want to. It's really, really good against zombies. It's just so bad against dinosaurs because they play Lele Golems. Or any deck that plays Lele Golem, really. That I just didn't want to do it since dinosaurs literally just won the last tournament. Can't kill his Wrath, so what I'm gonna do is play. I really like Mostyn on this matchup, and I think Pterodon Rex is good for the same reason. So let's play Pterodon Rex and Mastodon. Yeah, Pterodon Rex can live in the side lane. I don't really care if he plays a something that pumps. No point in blocking Zeraf. I can't kill it. I mean, I could, but I would have to trade my Pterodon Rex for it. And if he plays Dread Knight, I can't kill it at all. So it's not really worth it. With luck, I'll be able to kill his Dread Knight with my Umber Clasher. I think that'd be the most luck. Oh no. I would have put that in the side lane. I guess he evaluates cards differently from I do. So let's just go ahead and play both of the Lashers and ignore his Varna. I mean, I could deal 4 to Abyssal Brute and 4 to Varna. That doesn't really do a whole lot. I could double Thunderstomp Varna. Or I could play Windweaver and move Mastodon over here to kill Dread Knight. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. And then his Abyssal Brute only has 1 regen, so I can kill it with my Pterodon Rex. Yeah, I like that play. And I drew out a Thunderstomp, which is quite useful. Unfortunately, this Dread Knight's a 7/5, which I can't block with anything. Maybe I Thunderstomp whatever he tries to block or Umbra Clasher with, and then kill the Dread Knight that way. Fellstrider, that's interesting. That's a card I don't see ever, actually. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I don't want my Windweaver to die. And give him a zombie, so I'm just gonna move both of my creatures here. Play Pterodon Rex in the side lane, and then Thunderstomp this Dread Knight. Yeah, Thunderstomp the Dread Knight, and then kill the Fellstrider to make it slightly smaller. Sweet. I even get to... it occupied a side lane, and I get to kill it with Pterodon Rex. That's quite the ideal. I haven't seen him play any spells yet for Aetherphage, but... yeah, probably might play Aetherphage anyway. The zombie spells are pretty good, especially his Rat's Will. Yes, like if he's Rat's Will me here, that'd be not good for me. It doesn't look like he had it. So... I got 3 plays here. I could play Tremorsaur to, make a large thing, and then block his creature with like Pterodon Rex. I could play Aetherphage to take something out of his hand. I could play Pterodon Rex Mastodon to have large stuff. I'm not a huge fan of playing Tremorsaur against zombies. It's really good against other decks, but zombies, like if you don't have the board correct, they can just kill it with Rat's Will at any level, which is not appealing to me at all. So let's play the Pterodon Rex and the Mastodon. We can block the Direhound, or we can just choose not to. Choose not to block it. Probably should have put the Mastodon in the side lane, honestly. Though, this is the kind of hand I don't really mind Tremorsaur in. Though I'm probably likely to play Mastodon and Thunderstomp, or Mastodon and Legion Shard. Basically Mastodon and a thing. Legion Shard kills his Dread Knight and makes my creatures live, so that's probably what it's going to be. Do I care about this Direhound? I doubt it. I can continue ignoring it to keep my Mastodon slightly bigger. And if I play Thunderstomp, I can kill Dread Knight and Dread Knight. And this, so the difference is I can play Legion Shard to keep my Mastodon alive at 5 health, or I can play Thunderstomp to keep my Pterodon Rex alive at 4 health. The difference is leveling Legion Shard versus removing, or leveling Thunderstomp versus removing Legion Shard. I think Thunderstomp's a little better in this matchup. It gives you a lot of board control, especially when you rank it up. And I drew some sweet cards. I'll block the Direhound with the Pterodon Rex now. Since it doesn't have big enough power to really kill anything else. And Epidemic just does Ratswell. That's kind of strange. His hand must have been quite bad. Otherwise, I probably would have just played 2 creatures. Or I could play Pterodon Rex and Mastodon, because my Mastodon would live and my Pterodon Rex would be like unkillable. Sweet, and I got another Pterodon Rex. So this version is nowhere near as good as the Discordant Strike version, because Discordant Strike is an insane card. Like, that card is very strong. So I don't know what he's got if he does have Discordant Strike, because, you know, I haven't seen a second faction from him yet. He could shrink the Mastodon and kill the Mastodon. That would be good. And then he could... that's play creature, I guess. He doesn't have a lot of options. So I think I'm going to play Pterodon Rex. Let's move all my dinosaurs out of the way. Okay, so I've got 2 options here. I could play the Windweaver here. Windows is trying to update. I definitely don't want it to update, so let's go ahead and postpone that forever. I could play Windweaver here, move my dinosaur, then play Pterodon Rex, like, in this lane. That keeps all my dinosaurs alive and makes a big Pterodon Rex. With the downside of him having his Wrath in play. I could Legion Shard the Pterodon Rex to kill his Wrath and have a huge Pterodon Rex. I could Thunderstomp his Wrath, which doesn't do a whole lot. I think the best play is probably just to Legion Shard my Pterodon Rex and play another one. That way I kill everything that gives his creatures regen. My Pterodon Rex is still 13 health, which is a ton. And ooh, I drew the Umberclasher, so I get to do something with it. What did I miss out on this turn? I don't think I missed out on much. A Pterodon Rex and a Windweaver. Not playing Windweaver in rank 2 is perfectly fine. Windweaver is very, very good at level 2. Tomb Villager. It's a card my last opponent wasn't playing to work with the Shakeclaw zombie. Tomb Villager is probably better than Sorrow Maiden. I leveled up a Dark Shaper Savant, which is not a good zombie. It's way too slow. Or not leveled it up, he just banished it. Even better than leveling it up. Okay, so I could... Yeah, let's just level up the Mastodon. Give my creatures a bunch of health. Kill his zombie. It's a little better than the Thunderstomp. Actually, I think it's a lot better than Thunderstomp. Makes my Umberclasher 14/14. Probably should put it in this lane though, the Umberclasher, in that lane too. That way when I drew Windweaver, I could move it with some success. My Pterodon Rex does not die here. Well, one of them does, I guess. 16 regen. Yeah. I guess what I do is play Thunderstomp. Then that way I can kill both of his creatures. Play Windweaver in the mid lane because it has mobility 2. Attack, kill his guy, then Umberclasher his other guy. And he's at 32. So he's really close to dead here. And I drew 2 level 2 dinosaurs. I'm not sure quite how he's gonna be dealing with all this. He does have a Discordant Strike though, which is useful knowledge for my... He has Discordant Strike, Epidemic, and Zrat's Will, so... I don't think he's playing very many of them, because I think he would have played them before now. Is this lethal? I don't think so, but it's really close. Yeah, he's at 2. Okay, he just conceded. Okay, so let's go to round 2. Mr. B. So he's on zombies. He's got a lot of spells, so yeah, just play the Aetherphage. He does actually have the spells, he just didn't... I don't think he has Abyssal Brute though, so... Oh, whoops. For some reason thought I had two spells, so I was going to play the Pterodon Rex and then play the Aetherphage, but... I guess actually, if I only have one spell, I'd rather play the Pterodon Rex. Because he's not likely to play any spells on his first turn. And though I am leveling up the Aetherphage is pretty good. I quite liked leveling up the Pterodon Rex last time. Where I just got a bunch of unstoppable monsters. Plus, I don't think he's playing that many spells because he has a lot of random creatures in his deck. I didn't see Epidemic Stratswell. Again, I don't think that play is usually worth it. Like, I think generally playing creatures will be just better. Let's play Umberclasher, and I can either play Stalker or... So let's play Umberclasher here and Stalker over here, because Tremorsaur just gets Stratswell. So at least with these creatures, you have to put some effort into Stratswell. He has to like Epidemic or something. Epidemic or Discordant Strike. If he has a Discordant Strike, that like gets me so hard, but there's not a whole lot of ways to play around Discordant Strike. I could have played the Tremorsaur that doesn't have any power. Leyline Golem, basically much worse than Epidemic. He's double Epidemic, so that's annoying. Not actually that good though, because now what I'm going to do is Legion Shard my Stalker and then throw an Aetherphage in front of his Wrath. And he's playing a ton of spells this time. Ooh. My creature's only got 7 power, so I better take this Wrathswell. That way, if he wants to kill it, he has to play both of his Discordant Strikes. And it won't even kill it, it'll just put it like 0-1. So he's got the Dire Hound. So this way he can kill it with I don't think he'll play Discordant Strike. It's probably better just to play. Okay. He showed me. Yeah, I don't think Discordant Strike was very good there. I think it would have been better to play creature. Like, Dire Hound was fine, but it's only going to go +1/+1 every turn. He's got no spells, so I think Stalker is probably the play here. It's only going to get +1/+1 every turn, and he reduced it to a 4/5, which makes it a 5/6. So you could block it with basically anything there to put it at pretty low toughness, like his Wrath or a Tomb Pillager. It won't even die, and then I'll have to move my creature, and it'll only have 2 toughness, so you can block it again. That way he still has a Dire Hound. He gets another creature in play instead of a Discordant Strike, which I think is more important. But, you know, that's fine. He can't block my Razortooth Stalker, so... The Razortooth Stalker's not that great when he ranks up, and... Oops. Spoke too soon, apparently. He's just gonna use all his Dire Hounds to kill my Stalkers. Let's play... Pterodon Rex and Tremorsaur. Yeah, I think Tremorsaur's good here. I can't get destroyed by the... Well, it can get hit by level 2 Stratswell. I guess it was bad play here. I should have played the... Oops, what did I have in my hand? I don't even remember. The Mastodon? Actually, the Mastodon's the only thing I have that doesn't die too. I think Tremorsaur is higher upside. Like, if he doesn't have his Stratswell here, he has to put a lot of spells into killing it. If he does have his Stratswell here, that sucks, but... If he does, or he doesn't, my creature's going to be super big. And now I get to play Aetherphage to kill one of his Dire Hounds, see what he has in his hand, and decide what to play from there. Let's kill the one over here. Indecision. So Wrathswell would kill any of the creatures I want to play. Epidemic's bad for me, though. Alright, so let's just take the Epidemic, and I can either play the Umberclasher or I can play Thunderstomp. Thunderstomp's better because this way I kill both of his Dire Hounds. And he can't Zeraths any of my things because he can't shrink their power. He doesn't have any, or he might have 1 Dire Hound left, but by playing all those Dire Hounds in rank 1 and not getting a sufficient tempo advantage by it, like I'm dominating the board right now. That means he doesn't have as many level 2 creatures as I do. Which is bad for him. Though he is more likely to draw them since he had a Tomb Pillager. No, he hasn't played that yet. He just played 2 of the Dire Hounds, so he's more likely to draw level 2 creatures than I am, but he has much fewer of them. So I think I'm still, Oh, he plays a third Direhound to block Tremorsaur. I'm not sure why. Okay, so we're gonna Thunderstomp that for sure. Or we could play Windweaver. Windweaver's probably better. I'll just Thunderstomp it. I'm so confused here. So let's play Windweaver and Thunderstomp it, because I already have 2 Pterodon Rexes in my hand, or in my deck, and I want another level Thunderstomp instead of... Oops. I have to click it twice, I forgot. Instead of a... I want a level 2 Windweaver and I want a level 2 Thunderstomp. I don't really want level 2 Pterodon Rex over those 2 creatures. And he probably kills Tremorsaur now. Level 1 Epidemic kills Tremorsaur, for heaven's sake. Razor-Tooth Stalker's not that great, actually, anymore, since he has a level 3 Zratzwill, and level 3 Stalker actually just dies to level 3 Zratzwill because it's 12. So I'm probably just going to play 1 Stalker, and the other one's going to be a Mastodon. I might play both Stalkers, depending on what he deals with my creatures with. Because Stalker is hard to block, and he doesn't... He has to devote a lot of spells to killing the Razor-Tooth Stalker, and if he's doing that with spells, he doesn't have the creatures to back it up. So the best play here is probably his Wrath, level 2, I mean. Fell Strider is not that great. Doesn't even kill my Aetherphage. So let's play Stalker here and Stalker here. Do I have level 3 Umberclasher? I don't think so. I don't think I drew any of them. I have the Pterodon Rex, the Stalkers. Those are my only level 3 cards. Which actually is probably good enough. Don't see a reason to suicide my Razor-Tooth Stalker into his, his Wrath. So let's play Aetherphage and see what's in his hand. The only way this goes wrong if he's a level 3 Dread Knight. I don't think he has one of those. He can play 1 Epidemic, that's fine. Halivzith doesn't do anything. If he's playing 1 Epidemic, I'd rather play the Stalker than the... Put it in the middle lane, because if either of my Stalkers dies, I get to move within 3 spaces. And it seems likely that one of my Stalkers dies since he has an Epidemic in his hand. He has no Zratzwill, though, which is more important, since I wouldn't have played it if he had Zratzwill. Okay, so just chose to ignore my Stalkers, I guess. Tremorsaur doesn't do anything here. I guess the best play is probably Thunder. Tremorsaur, okay, all of my creatures died as Zratzwill. Tremorsaur at least has a high upside. So let's play the Tremorsaur, because he doesn't have any level 1 Zratzwills left, so he has just level 2 or less. And all my creatures died at level 2 Zratzwill. I think Umberclasher actually has a smidgen of an upside here. And I get to Thunderstomp his zombie token. Grow my Stalkers. And pass turn. 2 Thunderstomps is pretty nice. He doesn't have... I think he just has 1 Epidemic left. Okay. So he's got to play a zombie, and he's got to block the Stalker. And if he blocks the Stalker, it probably dies too. Well, that doesn't... I guess that was the only zombie in his hand. So he does have Abyssal Brutes. It's very strange. Unfortunately, his 0 creature plan resulted in me not really... Yeah, he's just dead. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that was round 2, right? Yeah, sweet. So we're 1-1, just going for the random gold. Yeah, it's still fine.